Now let's take a look at the various communication mediums that are at your disposal when interacting with others. Number 1, face-to-face. When relationships need to be built or repaired, it is the most personal of all communication styles. If there's been confusion and there's clarity that's needed, you need to choose face-to-face communication. Nonverbal cues are truly only read and can be relied upon when you are in a face-to-face communication situation. This is the most personal style and the style that is honestly always a best bet. Number 2, traditional printed correspondence. When the information is very formal or neutral in nature, this is the type of thing that lends itself to printed material. An example of this would be your cover letter that would be attached to a resume, or maybe a job offer letter, or even a letter that needs a paper trail, such as a letter of dismissal from a company. Also, traditional printed correspondence is excellent because it does leave a paper trail, pun intended. The next type of communication medium is a phone call. If you need to connect with someone face-to-face, but you simply can't because of logistics, they live on the other side of the world, then choose a phone call. Phone calls give you the benefit of hearing their tone of voice, which significantly improves communication. Also, choose a phone call for speed and clarity instead of that 20 text interchange back and forth, where clarity is often lost and boredom sets in. Phone calls to work landlines are preferred over cell phones if you have that option. So remember, pick up the phone, make the call. It's often very personal. Another communication medium that you may want to consider is voicemail. You can leave voicemail messages when it's just positive information. Maybe you're just answering a question. Perhaps you're contacting them to answer their question. Some things you never leave on a voicemail are bad news messages. Never leave confidential information on a voicemail. And never, ever leave a voicemail when you're angry. You'll say things that perhaps you really meant, but that you will later regret. And remember, a voicemail is being recorded. It can be played over and over and over for whomever needs to be listening to it. Be professional when it comes to leaving voicemails. Email. Email is the most common communication medium in today's workplace. It's not uncommon at all for someone who sits 2 feet apart from each other in a cubicle to send each other emails back and forth all day. Email is a good choice because email is expected and everyone is using it. Email is also a good choice when visual aids are needed and can simply be attached. Email is also fast. Professionals can open and respond using multiple devices, their phone. It's a global 24-hour device. Email is also an excellent option when you need a paper trail that can be easily retrieved if needed for clarity or record keeping. Lastly, let's look at text messaging as a medium for communication. Text messaging is very popular. It's used by almost every business professional. Text messages are still considered very informal, however. The appeal of the text message lies in its speed and the ability to send short messages with little to no format rules to follow. Use text messages to send reminders, fast client contact information, confirming a delivery, or for critical logistic information when time is of the essence, such as what time someone's plane is landing. As with all text-based communication, be very, very careful regarding tone and sarcasm, for it does not translate very well through text messaging. Emojis can help communicate tone sometimes, but should be used very conservatively in the world of business. Remember, lay off the smiley faces.